Well, over the weekend, Milo Yiannopoulos, a living, breathing testament to why we should never dress up a crusty old janitor's mop, slather it with hair gel, and call it a person, is sadly, having some financial woes. Yes, this vile piece of anthropomorphic garbage, who once boasted so much wealth from his popularity for his racist, xenophobic, transphobic, bomb-throwing, that he had contemplating outright purchasing the online viper's nest of 4chan. He's going broke. And we learned of his ill fortune from an unhinged, vitriolic rant leveled at his supporters who dared criticize the fact that he was in the business of hate. But, for the wrong reasons. Not as a true believer, but as someone who wanted to live a life of luxury. The context was a video that he posted to Facebook where he was enjoying a decadent moment of sushi and alcohol, and one of his fans, Karen Taylor, wrote, quote, "Guessing this lifestyle is why you're not doing your promised podcasts and losing subscribers. Where did our Milo go? At Real Candace O, or Candace Owen, has taken your seat," unquote. Yes, sir. In furtherance of the white nationalist worldview, the alt-right has swapped out their mascot, a gay British dude, for a black woman who they use as a prop, who has betrayed her past sensibilities for money and signed on with Charlie Kirk's despicable organization, Turning Points USA. I have to tell you, it's kind of gratifying to watch all this MAGA crowd eat their own. And before I go on about Milo's snivel fest, to preempt the trolls who will say something stupid like, "Milo's married to a black guy, it's impossible for him to be a white supremacist," just go read the well-reported and terrifically written article from BuzzFeed, which outlines the money he was taking and the emails he was sending and receiving related to advancing white supremacy in America. Anyway, on Facebook, Milo, who'd had about enough of all of his ungrateful and fair-weather fans, came back with his whiny, self-aggrandizing testament to his own importance and sacrifice. Because the post is exceptionally long, I'm not going to trouble you with reading the entire thing, but will provide the link in the description and the comments. But I will highlight some of the best parts so you can appreciate how truly hilarious it is. Quote, "I was a significant factor in Donald Trump's getting elected, for which I have received zero credit. I almost single-handedly ignited the current debate about free speech on campus, and no one has ever matched my ability to draw attention to their issues. For my trouble, I have lost everything standing up for the truth in America, spent all my savings, destroyed all my friendships, and ruined my whole life," unquote. And he ends it with, quote, "You guys have no idea what I have sacrificed for you. And you think just because I have drowned my sorrows with a few expensive bottles of wine, you're justified in calling me lazy and self-involved. I don't advertise my selflessness because I'm not a victim. But for the love of God, show some recognition of what your frontline warriors have accomplished on your behalf, you entitled fucking babies. You will keep losing until you support those of us out there on the front lines while you tweet and Facebook from your living rooms," unquote. Yikes. Those are some hilarious and also satisfying deplorable tears. Now let's recap with a few examples of just who this despicable man is. Milo, who so aggressively harassed Leslie Jones from Saturday Night Live, who had done nothing to him with his racist and disgusting epithets on Twitter, that they banned him for violation of terms of service. Twitter, which is so cautious with dropping the ban hammer that they are the only remaining major platform that has not yet exiled Alex Jones. Yeah, Milo is apparently too hateful and abusive even for Twitter. Lil Boo-Boo Milo cries now, but he never missed an opportunity to take a cheap shot at vulnerable transgender people for laughs. Take a look here.
when you invite me, you don't just come for the jokes about transgender people, who are, of course, all lovely and wonderful and totally well-adjusted. In absolutely no way completely fucking mad.
And who can forget this obnoxious appearance on Bill Maher's show where he called stupid Malcolm Nance, one of America's greatest patriots and protectors, and Larry Wilmore, an indispensable moral voice on American culture and race relations.
No, I'm
okay, let's... See, do you always have to fight with everybody?
I don't! We were having such a nice time, but you always invite such awful people on your show.
These are not...
They're so stupid.
Look at...
No, come on. You need to start inviting higher IQ guests, or this is going to be a disaster.
First of all, wait.
These are very high.
Wait, hold on, Bill. You can go fuck yourself, all right?
Yeah.
You know? Jack,
if this is the face of the Nazis...
If your argument is that these people are stupid, you didn't hear a word this man said early in this segment, because he can talk circles around your pathetic, douchey little ass for me. And one last thing, and I'll let you defend it. Leslie Jones is not barely literate. Go fuck yourself again for that one.
Oh, read her Twitter feed. She can barely spell.
She's a very thoughtful person and very funny.
This is who Milo Yiannopoulos is. Look, it's certainly fun to revel in the fact that a man who literally made his career attempting to indict the left for being far too sensitive is so sensitive to criticism of his indulgent lifestyle and of the fact that he has neglected his own fans, that he has had such a complete and dramatic meltdown. More importantly, and even better news, is the content of the message here. If we assume what he says is true in this post, then we know that Milo has expended nearly the entirety of his considerable fortune combating the organized consumer boycott of his toxic message. Now, we here at Statesmith are unequivocal supporters of the protections of the First Amendment. Government should not regulate speech by content. It is a pathway to tyranny, and limiting speech is the first thing that autocrats the world over have done on their path to absolute power. But as in the marketplace of actual goods and services, so too is the marketplace of ideas. Regulating content must come from those who are willing to take moral, if inconvenient, stands against such hate. That Milo is unwelcome to political events because of the organized efforts of potential attendees and sponsors who made it explicitly clear that they did not want his destructive, vile message there, his star is now fading. This gives me hope. Goodness can prevail. Hate will become banal. Those that use shock and churlishness to gain attention and amass wealth are losing their power and are being recycled at breakneck speed. And may such indecent people ultimately give way to those who, with kindness and reason, seek to elevate our discussion and bring the best ideas about society and government to the forefront. Take note, alt-right trolls, your time will be over soon, and none will remain to mourn your absence.